Doesn't take long. This new. Hey, so there we are. We're live. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert with the Ted Show. I'm with the amazing, the talented, the badass John Collazo. What's happening, John? How you doing?
Thank you for having me. Well, we're trying to keep positive here. We're trying to keep alive and considering what's going on, right?
Considering what's going on,
So,
it's crazy.
you know,
All right,
it's
so
great. It
for
is.
my guests that don't know you, tell them a little bit about you.
My name is John. I own a little shop here in the Mill District called Badass Sandwich. We started 4 years ago with a little food truck, and we got blessed to open this location 3 years ago. And now we're opening a new location over on Fairbanks Avenue in about 4 weeks. So a lot of things
Congratulations.
happening. Considering. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So did you grow up in the restaurant business? Did you because you came up with this great title about motivation, life stories, and good food. So tell us a little bit about where you were before Badass opened.
Well, I've been a consultant chef for a lot of times in my, I'm sorry, for a long time in my career. Excuse me, Miss Debbie, please. I'm live. Thank you. Go in the back. Sorry, guys. We're actually working here.
That's all right.
So, um, I've been a chef. I always wanted to be a chef since I was a little kid, but I've gotten instead of being in kitchens per se, I did a lot of new concept development, a lot of consulting up and down the East Coast. I worked for yachts. Wow, I've done a lot of things
Wow.
from dishwasher and everything. You know,
You've done it all.
kind of humbled by this, guys. I'm sorry. You know, kind of
Well,
blushing.
let me ask you, where did the name or where did the concept for your current place come from?
The name, I always, every time I see something I like, right? It was, oh, look at that car. That's a badass car. Look at that. That's a badass house. So my friends, but, it's a funny thing. So it happened to be that I couldn't find a job. And my wife and I were like, well, what are we going to do? I'm like, well, how about we just do a little food truck, a little food trailer, and we call it Badass Sandwich. She said, how? You're crazy. Well, we put an apostrophe between the two S's. I know it's not even a word, but we can make it work. It could be something catchy. You never know, right? And here we are. So
Why a sandwich shop? With everything like you've experienced, why did you guys choose a sandwich shop, sandwiches as your focus?
well, I've done a lot of fine dining in my career. I figure sandwiches, um, everybody can relate. It could be a comfort food to some. It's very versatile. You can do so much with the sandwich. You can make it a dessert. You can make it a breakfast. You can make it a snack. You can make it a meal. So I figured let's do something small. We started with 6 sandwiches in the food truck, and it has evolved to over 100 sandwiches right now that we have in our vault circulating, which is pretty amazing. I think I'm pretty proud. And
I
humble.
mean,
I don't know.
the buzz when you first started opening was insane. And I think that's because you guys are also natural marketers. And of course, who isn't going to be curious about something that has badass in it? Um, but
All
what,
right.
how did you create? But your sandwich titles and your sandwich composition is also very creative. Talk about the process there. I mean, you've got cool names for things. You've got ingredients that you just wouldn't normally think, all right, this is going to go together. You guys really put a lot of thought into it.
Yes. Yeah. I make the sandwiches the way I like to eat. A lot of the time, sometimes my wife don't like. They don't like. Some people might not like the specials, but I mean, it is what it is, right? What can you do, right? I don't know. I wanted to create something fun. Like we have a sandwich called the Garfield. It was originally it was supposed to be a catfish sandwich, fried catfish, right? So Garfield is a smooth, badass cat, right? What happens? I could not find good quality catfish anywhere. It was a dream of mine. It never happened. So I decided to do cod. It's everybody can relate to cod, right? So and
Yes.
the name stuck. So just little things like that. We have another one. It's called the Kamapua. Kamapua is a Polynesian god that is a human, and then he turns into a hog when he's getting ready for battle. So of course, the base for that is his hog, is pork. So I don't know. We kind of research and we like it to bring a smile to somebody's face when they're saying the name. Like we also created another sandwich called the Bam Bam, and it was with a short rib. So encourage the customers to say Bam Bam, when they order the sandwich. Just things like that. I don't know. I wanted something orthodox. Being in such a high stress, I guess, business, and so a little bit uptight in sense because how the fine dining is. When I created Badass, I figured, what, let's do something fun. So you know, here we are.
So you went from food truck to you guys have a place because people are asking me where can they find you? I mean, I put the website down here on this little scrolly thing I have going on, but where
Oh, that's
are
cool.
you doing takeout now? Are you doing curbside now?
Yes, we're doing curbside. We're doing takeout, of course. We're doing online ordering, Uber Eats, DoorDash, in-house deliveries. We're doing everything possible, even drone too. I'm kidding, but we're trying to make everything possible to make our product accessible to the consumer. So we pretty much exhausted everything. That's the last thing we need is a drone now. You know what I mean? So
A drone would be cool.
yeah, right.
Jamilza your wife?
Yeah, she's my wife. Yeah,
She just said I named the Bam
she's
Bam.
my biggest fan, which I love.
What's it like work? Does she work with you?
She works with us, but she has a full time job. She's management optical manager for Sam's Club. This is
Wow.
why another thing why we can stay open because she's working. If I can't afford to get paid myself, I rather pay my staff. I rather them stay employed versus me being that greedy owner, like people say. So that's why we're blessed with her job, and she pays the bills. I call her my sugar mama, by the way, which is really cool. I can say that.
She probably loves that. So
I
what was the
love it.
part? What was the part in your? We got the good food part, but you came up with the title for this. What did you mean by life stories?
Just life stories in general, every day is a new adventure, you know, if you think about it that way. That's why, like, I don't see anything negative in my life. That's why I'm always positive because every day is a new adventure. So I figure, what, whatever pop mind we can discuss, like, I don't know. How's your day going, for instance? I don't know.
Right. Well, you
You
have
know
a
what I mean? Things like
reputation.
that.
You have a reputation in town of being incredibly generous. You got a lot of love, which you probably can't see, but people are sending you love on all my platforms, and I think that that's a testament to
Not,
you. You're incredibly generous. And I've tried many of your amazing creations. I have not tried anything since COVID, and I need to because I love all of your food. I think the way that you put it together, the flavor is amazing, absolutely amazing. All right, what
thank you,
about the
man.
motivation? What motivates you?
Everything. Waking up in the morning, knowing that I need to be happy. You know what I mean? I can't let things bring me down. I try on a good note. I read the Bible every day, by the way, and I don't care whoever judges me. I read a verse of the Bible every morning. You know, I plan my day ahead of time. I'm always thinking about positive vibes in the morning, which gets me going. Trust me. I mean, I've even almost gotten into an accident on the way to work. So failure motivates me. I failed a lot in my life. You know, I've been homeless. There's a lot of stories. I've been homeless. I've been in trouble with the law. I mean,
You were
heartbreaks.
homeless?
You know, failure, things like that. That really keep me going. I've had it worse in my past, right? So right now that I got blessed with an incredible wife, I surround myself with amazing people, which is my staff. I have my son, my mother. There's nothing that I can see that's bad in my life, right? So what do you do when you have good things in your life? You work the hardest to keep it going, right? To magnify those blessings, right? So you just keep going. That's why I'm so generous as well. I truly believe that if you give people your time, not even money, if you give people your time, that's the most valuable thing you can give to a person. You know, so I'm
Amen.
blessed with having so many people around me that I want to keep everybody around me. So what motivates me, if that makes sense. I don't know.
It makes complete sense. Your wife says you're being shy.
I am. I am.
What's your favorite thing to make
But
other than sandwiches?
I'm sorry.
What's your favorite thing to make other than sandwiches? You have a specialty?
I love Asian. I really do. I love, you know what, not just Asian alone. I love Asian cuisines, like Indian. You know, I love Asian cuisine. You know, things like that that really take challenge, and you have to cook with different layers of flavors. I love layer cooking. You know, and I love something that I've cooked for hours, and then you taste the final result, and you can taste the spices, how different spices bloom to what they are now versus the raw product and the process that it becomes to what it is. It's just incredible. So I love cooking Asian cuisine, like I said, Indian, Mediterranean, Asian. You know, yeah. I don't know. I just love it.
You're making me really hungry, John. All right, I have to ask, where do you go if you're not a badass? Where do you go, badass? Where do you go to eat? Do you go out to restaurants, or because you're such an amazing cook, do you just cook at home all the time?
I cook at home a lot lately because, of course, you know, money's a little bit tight, right? But I cook a lot at home because it's just healthier and all that stuff now. However, I love my little mom and pop shops, you know, where there is anything Jason Chin or Rob Bear or Thomas Ward, Pom Poms, Ryan Manning, you know, all the places in Orlando. Oh, Michael Yantes, I love his place, you know, Taglit, you know.
It's amazing.
Hunger Street. I can't name them all, so please, people, bear with me. I'm sorry, but they all know that I love, and when I love hard, my friend. I eat. Like I order homemade at Hunger Street. 10 and taco, I eat 8 10 tacos. I'm back to the heart, guys.
I love it.
I love food. Um, we do, and yeah, I do, and I eat 3 racks of Pig Floyds, you know, full of sugar and all that, you know. That being
Yeah,
said,
right.
yeah, I love dining out. I do. I love
All
dining
right,
out a lot. You know,
so
um, I'm
how does somebody reach out to you? How does somebody, what if they want to order food from Badass Sandwiches?
uh, dude, they can call me personally. Go right ahead. You can call the shop online. Go to our website. You know, mainly our website. It's easier. It could be contactless as well. You know, our website, badass-sandwiches.com. Excuse me, and go online. You can customize your sandwich. Leave us a nice note if you like or not. You know, so yeah, that's the best way right now. So,
All right, so last question. What are you doing to, you mentioned reading a Bible verse every day. What are you doing, John, to stay so positive and still stay creative during this crazy time?
I'm very active, as you can tell, the AAA personality. I work out a lot. You know, I'm also blessed that a friend of mine has a private gym that's letting me use it because otherwise I'd be on the side, mental facility, or maybe dead or in prison, who knows. But yeah, that's what I do. I work out a lot, read a lot of self help books, you know, along with the verses that I do. And I have a good team of people that check up on me on the hourly basis sometimes, and they really keep me going. So yeah, and just work out. Keep in mind, people, you're not in control. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just evolve with the times. That's all it is. We're human. We're very resilient. You know, it's simple. You know, if you think about it. So yeah, that's what I do. Can't explain it. Are you there?
Your energy, I because you're positive, and I like positive, right? We want to be around positive
Yes.
people. And so I really appreciate your positivity, and I really appreciate your place. You guys have to check out Badass Sandwiches. I put the link here. We'll tag it again when we're finished with the show. But don't you want to just go in and maybe stop by and get some curbside and get some of that positivity from a distance, of course, from John Collazo? Dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate you and what you're doing.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Ted. Looking forward to seeing you soon, buddy.
Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm starving thinking about it. All right, guys. John Collazo with Badass Sandwiches. Y'all have a great one. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it. Support local,
It's a pleasure,
guys.
my friend. Hey,
Support local. Support local.